Hi, welcome back to our training on domestic violence. My name is John Rooks. I'm the Director of Team Operations for City Hope. And we're going to focus in this session on how to interact with children when you're on a call. The most important thing to do is to remember that you are dealing with children. And as an adult, children are very accustomed to adults always telling them what to do, telling them how to think. We're adults, that's what we do, whether we're parents or just adults, period. When we're working with kids, the first thing we need to do is to develop a trust factor with them. They have just witnessed something horrific in their minds. Maybe they've been listening to the fighting for months or maybe years. We come in as an adult, the first thing that we need to do is to gain their confidence. One of the best tools to initially use is to get down to their level. Don't tower over them, that's what they're used to. If they're sitting, sit with them. If you can kneel, if you can get down at least to eye level, preferably sometimes even a little bit below so they're looking down on us, they start feeling like they're in control now of what's going on. The kids are very, very perceptive. If we first approach children and say, so tell me what's going on, without first establishing a trust factor, a friendship factor, it's going to be very unlikely that they're going to open up. So as you go in to talk to the children, look around the room. Maybe you see toys, maybe you see pictures, trophies of something that you can use to start the conversation. Totally off the subject of why you're there, to their mind anyway. But you see a picture of them playing baseball or with one of the parents. Start up a conversation about that. Get them involved. Let them know that you really care. And at some point as you start talking and, okay, how did you get to this point with, again, baseball? Did you practice hard? Wow, that is a great skill. How did you learn that? So what we're doing again as with adults is we are empowering these children to tell us their story, to teach us what they know, which now we're relating to them. We're not just an outsider coming in, we're relating to them. As they explain to you, how did they get their trophy? How did they survive? How are they handling the incident that just happened with their parents? Listen to what they have to say. They may say that I was able to do this because I really loved my sport. I was able to be here talking with you because I've tried to help my parents stop fighting. Listen to that. Pick out one or two of those strengths that they already have inside of them and recognize those strengths in those children. They've tried to help their parents stop fighting by saying, please don't fight. Question, wow, that is fantastic. How did you arrive at that? I don't know that I would have thought of that, and I'm much older than you are. How did you think of that? How did that help? We can use experiences like that and examples of that to set the stage for them being able to use a tool in their toolbox. And we'll go more into school calls, which is very similar, but a tool. We can start helping them build an imaginary toolbox of their strengths, not ours, that they can use to help them get through the upcoming days, months, or years of anxiety as a result of this. So when we compliment them and we ask them to explain, how did you become such a good soccer player? Then we can take that same strength and we can use it to say, oh, you did it by practice and you did it by just your intuition. How do you think, could you use that in any way to help you with what you're currently feeling now? And that, of course, can lead into having them expose their feelings to you. These are their concerns, and they would tell you, and you can use what they have already told you. Maybe you could use that same skill you have in soccer to help you deal with what's going on now. How do you think you could do that? Would you mind teaching me? So we're going to reverse roles. Instead of being the adult, we're going to become the student. We're going to have them teach us their skills, and then we'll promote their skills by their own power that they already have, help them recognize the authority that they have to help control their own destiny, and that they are part of this situation. When we're dealing with children, or adults, but especially children, don't make promises. Everything is going to be okay. I'll see you later. Don't make promises. We may not be able to keep them. The only promise you can make to the children at that time is that you are there for them alone, nobody else. So in concluding the talk on children, don't be afraid to let your hearts out. Let your heart start talking to the children. Let the children start talking to you. And by gaining their trust, they will come up with their own solutions and you will have empowered them. Thank you very much, and we will continue our series at a later date.